What's up, everybody? I want to talk about the Ruger LCP, but I don't want to bore you. We've all seen lots of videos about this gun, or if you're interested in it, you already know that it weighs in at next to nothing, even with your +1, and in my case, with my leather holster, 14 ounces, 12 without. So, I won't spend too much time on that. What I will say is when I first got this gun, I had to give it a good polish. So let me show you that. And I know I'm not the only person who had slight reliability issues with this gun fresh out of the box, so don't be too sad. It didn't take much. A little 600 or 800 grit sandpaper. I mean, I didn't even take the etching off, you know, it's just a little bit here and there. Spend a little bit of time on your feed ramp. And if nothing else, now it's reliable, with one exception. I did have a broken extractor. So if you can see this extractor, it sort of points down right there. It actually points downward, kind of like a, I don't know, it's a rhombus, is that what it is? Anyway, the tip, this bottom tip broke off, and with just a, you know, a sliver missing, I'll say about that much. I don't know if you can see that, but just a corner of it missing, it no longer extracted. So that was kind of scary. I was glad it happened when I was shooting at rodents in the yard and not when I was protecting my family or myself. But I called Ruger and they gave me the option of sending it in or fixing it myself, and I opted to fix it myself. Another thing I can say about this gun is it's a little bit marring on the ammunition. What do I mean by that? I mean, when you load a round, the feed ramp actually beats the round up. So I don't know what that's about, but I'll sort of show you what I mean. You can see that there's a little bit of space between the magazine well and the feed ramp there. Get some better light here. There you go. Once you put the magazine in, that space is, it's mostly taken up. You would think that it would be fine when you look at it. So, you know, I can see how they missed it. But I'm not the only person who's had this problem. I've seen it on a lot of forums. The tip of the bullet actually gets beat up. This one's been in and out a few times because it's my +1. So that one and this one on top here are both pretty beat up because they alternate as my +1, if you know what I mean. So kind of just wanted to make sure that fact was out there. When I was using the FTX bullets from Hornady, I was having an even worse problem. This is the XTP, and they hold up okay. I'm confident that that's still going to penetrate and expand. But the FTX was not. So if you have this gun and you're having that problem, this is what I'm shooting, and it seems to be working out well. Like I said, it is a little beat up. There's my two that are alternate as +1, but you know, that's still gonna be okay. Like that's what is that about? I don't understand. Anyway, that's the gist of the gun. My problems with the gun. I also want to talk about this magazine. This is a back pocket magazine from Hunter Company. I ordered this off of Midway, USA. And it worked great for about 6 months, but now it's just too weak. You know, when I come out of the holster, it's supposed to grab the pocket with this, and instead it just flops and comes out whole instead of grabbing the pocket and letting my gun go. So it's a combination of this getting extra floppy and the gun getting so well seated into this. I mean, you can practically read the serial number through the leather. Haha. Last but not least, I have these two magazines. One of them came with the gun, one of them was ordered off of Midway, USA. I have no reason to believe that they're not both authentic, but one is made in USA and one is made in Italy. They both work fine, but I was just a little shocked by that. You can see a difference in the base plate. I hope you can see that. You know, they're just a little different. The the one that's made in USA is a little bit more rounded, and the one that's made in Italy is a little bit more pronounced seam right there. So anyway, like I said, they both work great. This one that's made in Italy I was a little worried about, so it's actually had more rounds fired through it at the range just to be sure than this one that's made in USA. Even though this looks more beat up, it's because it goes in and out of the gun more often, because every day when I get home I take the +1 out, you know, and put it back in the morning, so because I have a young son. But yeah, so anyway, I have thoroughly tested it, and there's no reliability issue with the magazine, so it's authentic enough for me. But that it did seem a little bit strange. So anyway, just wanted to get that out there too. Thanks for watching, and I hope that helped in some way.